Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Salot and I go by Bunadrip, and I teach you about leveling up, about finances, building your business, landing your dream career, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish as far as leveling up in your financial, spiritual, mental, and physical health. That is me, so follow for more. Guys, first of all, let me just say that I recorded this entire video and my mic was off. And so when I went to check the 20-minute video, there was no sound. So this is the second go, and here we are. All right. So Happy New Year. It has been a while. Lots of things have changed. Obviously, it's the new year. I saw a video last night and it talked about the different types of people that are on social media that post. So we have our influencers, we have our content creators, and we also have our entrepreneurs. And it kind of talked about the route that you want to take to reach your specific goal. And I thought this would be a great topic to address because I am a firm believer in utilizing social media to your advantage. I always say if I was not an entrepreneur, I probably would not have social media. I probably would treat it like how back in the 90s you would go to the grocery store to see like magazines and then you're like, okay, and then you just move on with your life. That's probably how I would do it. One of the major reasons that I tell people that I have social media is because of my businesses. And so when I saw that post, I'm like, oh, I'm the entrepreneur. That's me. I'm just kidding. That's me. Okay, so here today, I want to give you guys just 3 tips or 3 of my suggestions how I personally utilize social media for my business. These are ranked in order of importance to me. So we'll just go ahead and jump right at it. My first tip and suggestion, obviously, is posting qualitative content, meaning we see a lot of videos from like Gary Vee and all your social media marketers that you have to post 3 to 4 times a day on specific times. That's fine if you do that, if you have qualitative content. If you're posting 3 to 4 selfies of yourself a day with no content, you're kind of spamming your followers now, and no one wants that. I love to give my followers good content, whether it's about my business, whether it's about my YouTube, whether it's about current events in the world. I like to share informational content to keep my viewers watching. I don't post your basic, I'm out with my friends. Let me post my drink. Let me post my food. I will post my food and drinks, but that's not going to be a heavy portion of my content. A lot of my content is going to be informational, educational, fun, and just to really help build people, right? And so, number 1 tip is making sure that you prioritize quality over quantity. Because if your quality is not good, then it doesn't matter how many times you post. You're not going to reach your target audience. And I think that it's really important to focus on that, having that qualitative content, because no matter how crappy your video is, if the production is not good, if you just don't have the nicest camera to record, it's totally fine. Because if your content, this is why TikTok is king. TikTok is king because they're content king. They don't care if you have, a movie production video. If you have good content, you can be in the middle of the forest and it will reach your target audience. So my number 1 suggestion is always post good content that has substance, content that your followers can engage with and that they actually want to see from you, right? Second up, this is going to be kind of one of my old friends. She was like, talking about, she's not a poster. I really don't. The people who don't post online but have so much to say about people that post online when they literally sit on their phones every day watching you post online, those people are so funny to me. But whatever, to each his own. She was like, God, like, how do you guys just keep posting like this? And I'm like, girl, I'm building a brand. I always tell people I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm building a brand. And people don't really understand what that means. And so what that means is my number 2 suggestion is build your brand. I always joke and say that I follow the Kardashian model, but I kind of do, right? Like, you want to build a brand around yourself. So you can be the messiah and people will still not like you. Whatever you post, whether it's A, F, G, X, Y, Z, people will like it and others won't. So we can't focus on, well, who's going to like it? Who is this going to offend? You really kind of not, you have to step back and literally not care. You cannot care what people think about what you post, okay? So with that said, you have to be a little controversial. What that means is you might touch on topics that the world is not ready to hear yet, right? You might, now there are, take it with a grain of salt, because there are scenarios where I feel some type of way about it and I see that the world just doesn't agree. So I won't put in my 2 cents. But there are some things specifically to religion and politics. It's so sensitive for people. So I would tread very easily, especially if you're building a brand or a business, to not touch on certain topics that may offend people. But I'm a type of person that I wholeheartedly believe in what I believe in. And if I know that, okay, you're just completely wrong, I don't care what you think, I'm going to post it. I don't care. So, and that brings so much engagement for you, right? Whether it's bad engagement, bad publicity, good publicity, it will literally make you, because people want to see the nitty gritty. You can't be perfect online every time. You kind of have to show the vulnerable side of yourself. You have to show the unpolished, unperfect, like, this is who I really am. That is what brand building is about. So I like to build my brand because it allows me to build a name for my business, right? So the same way that I focus on marketing for my coffee business or for my healthcare tech company or anything that I may do, I make sure that I invest that same energy into my personal brand and into how I look, the makeup I wear, the clothes I wear, how I carry myself. I think that all of these play a crucial fact. So for instance, in 2024, I have a New Year resolution, which I will be making a video about it. I think it's really worth sharing a video about my New Year resolution because it's so different for me. It's a complete change out of my comfort zone. So stay tuned for that video. Also, if you don't know much about me, I'm Salote, aka Buna Drip. Thank you for watching my channel. I teach people about financial, spiritual, mental, physical success and how you can level up to either landing your dream job or opening your business or just elevating in life. That is what I help teach. And if this is something that you like, go ahead and hit the follow. So last but not least, so we talked about qualitative content, building your brand. Last but not least, you have to make sure that you're utilizing the platforms based on what they're used for. Again, I live by this too, by the way. So what you see on my Facebook, you will not see on my Instagram, or vice versa. Or what you see on my Twitter, you may not see on my TikTok. I use every single social media platform differently because they are different. The algorithms work differently. The followers may be different. And that also forces my followers to have to follow me on every single platform because, oh, she posted that on Twitter, but she didn't post that on Instagram. So that will make you want to follow me on both, right? When I give you different content on all different platforms, that also builds engagement because it brings urgency and it brings fear of missing out. I know it's crazy, but that's what happens. So making sure that what you post on every platform is different. For instance, on TikTok, you want to be vulnerable. You want to show the world your authenticity. You want to make content that really speaks to the individual. On Instagram, you might want to be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, although Instagram is taking a more raw and uncut route like TikTok now, but still we want to appease to that algorithm, and it just likes beauty. It likes aesthetic. It likes pretty things. It's the Anna Wintour of social media, shall we say. And TikTok is more like the Lizzo. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Please be kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so those are my top 3 suggestions on how you can utilize social media for your entrepreneurship journey. Build a brand for yourself. Post qualitative content as opposed to quantitative content. And third and finally, post content on all of your social media platforms to appease to that algorithm, to appease to those followers. I really believe that this has totally helped me build engagement for my specific platforms. And so those are my little tips today. I love that I saw that video because it really shows me that There are people on social media that just want to be an influencer, that just want to be a content creator, that are just entrepreneurs trying to build a brand, right? Whichever route that you're taking on social media, I say that do it well. And if you just have social media for likes because you want all your friends to see you, good for you too. Like, I envy those people. I'm like, wow, you literally just post so people can like it. That's amazing. Like, I love it. I admire that, you know. And stay tuned for more. I will post more content as the time comes. Follow, subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.